Aquaponics is an exciting self-sustaining agricultural technique that is used to produce crops without soil while growing fish to supply the nutrients. Individuals can use the technique to generate a secondary income while supplementing food supply. Aquaponics produces at rates faster than traditionally farmed plots that are of similar size, giving more crop cycles per year. Aquaponics consumes up to 90% less water than traditional methods and is scalable so that the size of the system can be made larger or smaller to take advantage of the space in either urban or rural locations. Aquaponics systems are climate smart because it conserves resources and can withstand hurricanes and droughts, which gives the farmer the benefit of producing crops throughout the year. We generally say fish are the heart because they create the nutrients that are circulated like the heart pumps blood throughout the body. However, it is actually the microbes, good bacteria in the system that creates an all-natural symbiotic system of fish and plants. Feeding of the fish starts the nutritional cycle for the system. Fish eat the food and then the fish waste is converted naturally by good bacteria to be used by the plants as nutrients while removing substances toxic to the fish in the process. It is this cycle that is key to the system's function, and it all starts in the fish tank. Although there are different types of aquaponic systems, in-med aquaponics is designed using the ebb and flow or flood and drain technique. In this design, the grow beds filled with gravel are flooded with nutrient-rich water from the fish tanks using a pump which shuts off once the beds are flooded. The beds are allowed to drain completely before the cycle restarts. The tumbling of the water back into the fish tanks increases oxygen and reduces or eliminates the need for mechanical aeration. The grow beds, which double as the filtration system, are elevated above the fish tanks and utilize gravel as the growing medium. The gravel provides adequate surface area for the hosting of beneficial bacteria engaged in the breakdown of fish waste into nutrients, which can be absorbed by the plants. Gravel size is carefully chosen to ensure successful plant growth and reduce clogging over time for fewer maintenance issues. In-med aquaponics by design is resilient to extreme weather conditions. The small backyard systems are easily dismantled for movement to a safe location and easily reassembled for resumption of operations. The larger commercial units are made of concrete, which withstand extreme weather events. The best sites are relatively flat and not prone to flooding. However, in-med aquaponic systems can be modified to fit almost any terrain. System size is usually determined by the objective of the individual, commercial or backyard, and the amount of land and financing available. Aquaponic systems utilizes far less space than traditional agriculture and has been set up on rooftops in some urban applications. There are 4 major site selection criteria for consideration. 1. The site should receive a minimum of 6 to 8 hours per day of direct sunlight. 2. Water should readily be available, whether piped or harvested by some means. 3. Access to a power grid as backup to solar power or other forms of renewable energy, in the case where renewable energy is recommended. 4. The site should be preferably level and not prone to flooding with easy access to the location for construction and ongoing maintenance. Siting a secure location should also be considered to prevent vandalism or theft. In-med aquaponic systems are built with 4 major parts: fish tanks, grow beds, water pumping system inclusive of pump, timer and plumbing, power system, whether solar, grid, etc. In-med aquaponics backyard system is configured with 1 fish tank and 2 grow beds. The system uses a small AC pump fitted with an automatic timer to circulate the water through high-pressure pipes at the pump discharge and drain pipes at the grow bed discharge. Commercial-sized systems are configured with multiple fish tanks and grow beds. In this design, all 3 tanks are interconnected and drain to the central sump tank from which pumping takes place. Tanks are sized to ensure the supply of adequate water to the grow beds without harming the fish. Grow beds are usually rectangular and are sized for optimized production. They are elevated above the fish tanks to facilitate water draining back via gravity. In the standard commercial configuration, 2 grow beds drain to 1 fish tank. The grow beds are filled with 3/4 inch gravel some 6 inches below the top of the grow bed. This gives enough depth in the gravel to ensure proper root support. The pump is sized to ensure complete circulation of the water in the system within 1 hour. The pump is fitted with an automatic timer which switches the pump on and off at intervals. Pumping takes place from the water sump tank, from which the water is distributed to all grow beds. Once the grow beds are filled to the required level, as set by the timing, the pump stops and the water is allowed to drain back to the fish tanks for the cycle to restart. The plumbing system serves to deliver water to the grow beds and return it to the fish tanks. Water from the pump discharge is distributed by a network of pipes and nozzles to the grow beds. Each grow bed is fitted with 1 or 2 drain pipes directed to the associated fish tank. As a climate-smart agricultural application, it is recommended that the aquaponics system is covered. Covering can be effected with greenhouse plastic or shade cloth. Covering with greenhouse plastic gives the added benefit of avoiding flooding of the system during heavy rains. Either way, gutters can be added to the structure to collect rainwater, which can be stored to replenish the system. A small solar system to power the pump is recommended for commercial operations. The solar system is usually configured with panels, charge controller, inverter, and batteries. Eat better, grow better, earn better.